Okay, let's get started. Maybe I can get started. Bloop. Hello. Why do people betray each other? Okay. Start from the beginning. Yes? That's what we're doing, right? Starting from the beginning? Just kidding. That would... 35 hours gone. Oh, looks like we're starting from the beginning anyway. Okay. Oh, can I... There we go. Lock 3. No. Lock 4. Right, we... "5 minutes of life." Oh, interesting. Okay. Lock 4. There isn't enough antiviral medicine. Let's go.
All right, please pay attention, everyone.
Okay.
You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected with Radical 6.
On our way back, Phi had gone off to retrieve the rest of the participants. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no. No! What's going to happen to her? Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6. There's a special antiviral treatment. Do you know what immunoglobulin is?
Immunogoblin?
It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6. Those antibodies are the basis for Excelivir.
Wait, what about those pods in the treatment center? Can't we just stick them in those?
Right. I thought of that too, so I went and took a closer look at them. Unfortunately...
They can't cure it.
Correct.
Damn.
They can suppress the symptoms for a while, but they can't kill the virus itself. The only way we can help Alice and Quark is if we can find some Excelivir.
But the pods will keep them from getting any worse, right?
Yes.
Well, then what are we waiting for? One of you, grab Alice. We're going to the treatment center.
As he spoke, Tenmyoji moved over to Quark and lifted his small, unconscious body off the bed. Who's texting me? Quark shifted slightly as... Oh no. as Tenmyoji moved him, and something fell out of his pocket with a soft clink. I bent down slowly and picked it up. Is this medicine? Hi! Ooh, food. What'd you get?
What?
Grilled cheese.
Well, what is it?
Hold on. There's a name on the label here. Axel of...
Excelivir! You found it, Sigma! That's the one thing that can cure Radical 6.
Yay, I'm so good at finding things.
Why did Quark have it?
Perhaps he found it earlier.
Earlier when?
We explored the laboratory. It was on the other side of the red door. I happened to notice Quark putting something in his pocket.
It was in the safe, though. Like, unless he got to the safe first? It's like, otherwise it's kind of weird. He hid it?
Whether or not that was his intention is unclear. I did not have the opportunity to ask, as he collapsed immediately afterwards. It didn't feel appropriate to go digging around in his pockets for it after that. And to be honest, it had also slipped my mind. We were rather preoccupied with getting him to the infirmary as quickly as possible.
Who cares about the details? We have it. Hurry up and give it to him, Luna.
Hey, hold on a minute. What about Alice?
Does it really matter if she goes first or not?
Hello!
I'm sorry, but I don't think we can do that.
What?
There's only enough here for one person. The only way we have to administer this is with the injection gun. And the way it functions, it uses a whole bottle each time you pull the trigger.
In other words, we can't split the dose in two or something.
Right.
While we all stood stunned, Phi moved. Stepping over to Quark, she quickly ran her hands through his clothes, then stepped back with a frown and a small shake of her head.
Nothing. That one bottle was it.
Do you think there might be some more back in the laboratory?
No. Unfortunately not.
No.
Oh, God.
Just enough medicine for one dose.
Only one person can be saved.
Who should we give it to?
Alice or Quark?
What the hell is this? There's no way we're only going to save one of them.
And what are we going to do?
I don't think it's a glitch. I think it was programmed that way. I think that's just one of her faces that she makes, and they just use it frequently instead of having an actual sad face for her. Yeah, bad design, not a glitch. Do I have to spell it out? It doesn't? Interesting. We're going to save them both!
How?
I hadn't thought that far ahead. That's, I needed to calm down. Think. There had to be some way to save both of them. It was there, I knew it. Mind Blast! IG equals immunoglobulin.
Do you know what immunoglobulin is? It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6.
IG replicator?
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
So it's like a copy machine.
Yeah. Probably copies IG, whatever that is.
Any ideas?
Who knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
That's it! I've got it! The IG replicator in the laboratory. It's an immunoglobulin replicator machine.
What?
I told you you had a nice antibody. That's the achievement I just got. Yeah, I know. It's so funny that they cut it off there. Ice cream by the gallon. It can copy immunoglobulin antibodies. Luna just said Excelavir is made from antibodies. That means we can make more Excelavir.
Hold on a moment. There is a strange device in the laboratory that says IG replicator on it. Clover and I examined it thoroughly when we were in that room.
Yeah. We never could figure out what it did, though.
Exactly.
Ice cream by the gallon. I like that Clover was in it in both timelines.
My question is, how do you know about it, Sigma?
Well, you see, I saw, you see, I saw it when I was in the laboratory.
When was that?
Yesterday?
Probably when you were looking for Alice, right?
No, Dio was wrong. I hadn't gone to the laboratory when I was looking for Alice. I didn't think I'd ever been to the laboratory. So how did I know about the IG replicator?
If what he's saying is true, then we should be able to duplicate the Excelavir. That would mean we could cure Alice and
I
Brock.
love Kay.
Let's go have a look then.
What I would do is I would make 2 copies of the Excelavir just in case anybody else gets infected, so you have like the original that you can just keep duping from instead of ever running out.
The
I hope they do
laboratory,
that.
right?
Yeah. No time to waste.
We all nodded. Wait. We can't leave them here all alone. Luna, do you think you could stay behind and look after them?
Oh, of course. I'd be happy to.
Alright then, let's go. You are the doctor after all. Yeah, exactly. It seemed right. My model does not like it very much when I take drinks of my soda, apparently. It just kind of freaks out. Yeah, it does make a lot of sense once it's explained.
So this is the lab, huh?
Yes.
Where's this IG replicator thing?
Right here. See?
So this can copy the Excelavir?
I think so.
What are we waiting for?
Calm down, alright? Don't rush me. I've never used this before. I carefully lowered the small vial of Excelavir into the slot on the side of the machine. An empty vial already protruded from the other side. Presumably, that was where the duplicated Excelavir would go. Ready? When I push this button, it should...
Skip it. Just press the damn thing.
Right. And pressed. It'll even label the other bottle for us, which is exciting. Sound effects. Did it work?
Have a look. The empty vial has something in it now.
And the vial Sigma used remains as it was. It does not seem to have lost any of its contents.
Yay!
So, it worked?
Would have been pretty bad if it hadn't.
Alright, let's get this thing back to the infirmary. I reached down and pulled both vials from the machine, intending to slip them deftly into my pocket. Ah, shit.
What happened?
Sorry. My hand slipped.
You dropped one of them?
Yeah. Just one, though.
What in the hell? What if you'd broken it, you idiot?
Come on. If it had broken, then we could have just made another copy. Before Tenmyoji could reply, Fi spoke.
Guys?
I was surprised to hear her voice coming from near my feet. I looked down to see her staring intently at something beneath the table.
You see? It did break.
No, the vial's fine.
Another bomb.
See?
She held it up in one hand, but didn't move her eyes.
Then what the heck is going on down there?
Take a look.
She slid back from the table quickly and silently. The rest of us bent down to look. There's the number 2 bomb. A bomb?
Whoa. Really? That makes 2 then.
Guess Kay was right after all.
So there were more bombs.
So it would seem.
Was this here when you guys came through the first time?
No, it was not.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, and I looked real hard.
Then somebody must have said it while we were looking for Alice.
Who the hell would do that?
Dio. We were all out looking for Alice. Could have been any of us.
No, not any of us. I was back in the infirmary. Quark was still out, so I was keeping an eye on him.
So we shouldn't consider you a suspect. Is that right?
Yeah, Quark's off the list too.
But Tenmyoji, you have no proof that you spent the entire time in the infirmary, do you?
What?
You could have quietly made your way to the laboratory, planted the bomb.
That's insane. Listen to yourself. There's no way in hell I'd have left Quark all by himself to go plant a goddamn bomb.
Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Tenmyoji was still staring furiously at Kay when Clover spoke up.
Hey, what's this thing?
I turned in time to see her grab something from under the table.
It looks like a
Memory card?
Where was it?
Right under the bomb. It was down on the floor under the table.
Could it have been put here by the same person who set the bomb? There was nothing like it here when we examined this room.
Do you think they dropped it accidentally?
Unless it was left here intentionally, yes. I imagine so.
What do you think's on it?
Let's take a look. Could I see it for a minute?
Yeah, I guess so.
I plucked the card out of her hand and looked around the room. Nothing. The fact that there are 4 of these things in here implies that the people who came into this room got the golden card as well. Shoot. No dice. We'll need to plug it into something that can read memory cards, but I don't see anything here.
So what do we do?
Come on, if I knew, I'd be doing it.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
What?
All players,
I forgot about
please
that.
enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
No more soda on stream. It freaks my model out.
Guys, I think maybe we should get back to the top floor.
Yeah, you're right. We've got what we came here for.
What should we do about the, bomb?
It was root beer too. They don't have that in the future.
Not much we can do except leave it here. Alice said it'd be dangerous to touch them.
True, but
Drop it. We can talk about the bombs later.
I did not put ice cream in it.
Right now, we need to take care of Alice
Ice
and
cream
Quark.
makes my stomach go funny. That's probably not great for streaming. So we'll go back to the infirmary, give them Excelivir, then head to the Floor A warehouse.
Right.
This ought to do it.
Yep. I lactose intolerance.
It might take a little while, but they should recover.
Oh god, that was a bad model. Her voice was quiet as she backed away from Alice and Quark. In her hand was the injection gun. She carefully removed the empty vial and placed it gently in the cabinet with the other one. While we were in the laboratory, Luna had moved Quark to a crude cot. They both looked peaceful as they slept. The madness I'd seen on their faces before was completely gone.
Are they really going to be all right?
Yes. The analysis I did on the vials confirmed that the duplicate was real Excelivir. The original was genuine too, of course. Now that they've been treated...
it's only a matter of time before the virus is eliminated.
Yay!
I believe so, yes.
Oh man, what a relief. I was really worried.
Girl, your model. Clover grinned. Agreed. Yeah, no, it's kind of... Girl. I gave her a reassuring pat on the back. 5 minutes.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
All right, everybody. We can be relieved later. Right now, we need to get to the AB rooms and fast.
Damn. Don't even have time to catch our breath.
Come on, let's go. The Floor A warehouse is waiting. We wouldn't be in this situation, Dio, if you hadn't entered the door. God. Luckily, they don't have very far to go. Hold on, I'm gonna adjust my seating position, so I'm gonna disappear for a second. I don't remember who my teammates are. At all. Huh? Where's Tenmyoji?
Oh, he stayed back in the infirmary.
Alice and Luna? Oh, okay. What?
Why?
Well, when we were all heading out, I noticed he wasn't doing anything. So I asked him if he was coming with us. And this is what I got.
I'm still worried about Quark and Alice. I think I'll stick around and make sure they're okay.
I see. That means that Phi's only opponent will be Dio.
One-on-one, huh?
Ugh.
That's cool. Nothing to worry about. I plan to choose Ally. You know why?
Because I've only got one BP.
Exactly. If you chose Ally and I betrayed you, your BP would drop below 0 and... well, we know what happens then. I want to win, but I'm not that desperate.
Uh-huh.
You see what I'm saying, right?
Uh-huh.
Tenmyoji and Dio are a pair. Tenmyoji only had one BP left. Since Dio said he's going to pick Ally, Phi can't really pick anything else. If she does, And Miyoji will...
Oh, shoot, you're right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Backed you into a
Kay
corner
and I are
there.
gonna be going one-on-one too, right? Since Quark's still sleeping.
That is correct.
How many BP do you guys have?
I've got 6.
As do I.
This'll be a tough one then.
If one of them can get the other to ally, and then betray that person, the betrayer will have 9 points.
Look, Kay, I know you don't really have any reason to trust me, but
I know. You would like us both to vote ally, yes?
yeah.
I agree. If we were to both betray, then we would gain no points. We would lose nothing either, but that's hardly relevant. If both of us cooperate, then we will both gain 2 points, which is much more beneficial.
Right. Okay, good. You're really gonna do it, right?
Yes,
Promise?
Promi?
promise.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Shit, this is bad. We need to move, now.
Indeed. Shall we?
DOK, Phi, and Clover all took off immediately, heading into different AB rooms. Counting from the left, Dio went into room 3, K into 4, Phi and Clover into 5 and 6, respectively. That left Luna and myself. What do you think about taking the one on the far left?
Sounds good.
With that settled, we headed into AB room number 1. Ba-doo-ba-doo.
Seconds
Okay, hold on.
remain until Ambidex game
This was an
closes.
ally timeline. So, at most I have 5 points. So betraying wouldn't... Oh, but the betrayal timeline is a lot longer, huh? Let's ally and get that wrapped up, and then we'll betray and see what happens. Right, we have 1 BP. Gotcha. That rings a bell. That rings a bell.
It's probably a little late to say this, but you know Alice is still in the infirmary. So,
You're saying we should pick ally, right? Since Alice is gonna default to that anyway.
yes.
I know. It's not really fair to betray someone who isn't voting. Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. That is a little sappy. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the nonary game didn't seem so scary.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Better
9,
vote.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm not sure what that's referencing.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Ah. From the 60s. With a name like that, it sounds like a 60s song title. Luna and I stepped out of the AV room. Alright, let's go have a look at the results.
Okay.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Betray, yep. Betray, yep, okay. Betray. What? Hello? Hi, Elsie. Uh... Huh? Yeah, I know. Yeah, not surprised by Kay and Clover. Everyone said fuck you. Alice voted from the infirmary. That's what I can't get. She's not here. How did she vote? This is great because they both said, okay, they were both like, I know we said we were going to pick Ally, but the other person's going to betray anyway, so I better watch my own back. Woof. And then I die. Wow. Seriously, Alice? How did you vote?
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
What? Yeah. Yeah, they did. They play a very, very dangerous game.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Dio doesn't care if Fi dies, but Fi would care if Tenmyoji died, I think. What? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. No. That's not possible. How can Alice's vote be betray? It was a question I would never know the answer to. Oh. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. Yeah. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic soparil. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Oh no! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Sigma!
No. Why?
My eyelids felt like they were made of lead, but I forced them open. Everything was growing blurry, but I noticed that the door of the second AB room was open. No one had gone into that room. I'd watched them all. And yet, there she stood, an apparition that couldn't possibly be real. Alice? The world was gradually going black, and my mouth refused to form words, but my head echoed with the questions. How? Why? What was she doing there? Had she run in at the last moment after Luna and I entered our room? But even if she had, why choose betray? Then the darkness closed over my mind as well, and my questions were gone forever. Oh my god? What the fuck? Alice! What? Okay. That's so fucked up! They were like, okay, we have to have an ending for this somehow. So we're just gonna have Alice suddenly be conscious and better or whatever. The fuck. Guess we're picking betray. Game fucking oval.
Two, one.
Gotta pick betray. Otherwise I die.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation.
What if this changes everybody else's votes too?
Ambidex gates now open.
I think that'd be really funny. Luna and I stepped out of the AB room.
Why?
Yeah, I know, everyone's suddenly
What
allies.
happened to it's not fair to betray someone who isn't voting? I thought...
It's open this time. There was nothing I could think of to say. Even I didn't really understand why I had picked betray instead. And it almost felt unconscious, like some other part of my mind was making the decision. Perhaps I'd been possessed by some sort of evil spirit that had moved my finger to the betray button against my will. Right, well, we should go see the results.
Really? We already know what they are. It's just simple math.
I don't think we do. The look in her eyes was more painful than any punch I'd ever taken. I turned away and almost ran towards the projector, anything to get away from those eyes.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Betray, 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 betray. Yep. Oh, wow! What a round! Round of applause, everybody. Round of applause.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet
Nothing
counts.
happened. Zero is so disappointed in us. What? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. No. How can Alice's vote be betray? That's not possible. There she is. Alice? Why is she haloed? She was standing inside the second room from the left. The room that should have been empty. Why? My mind was still reeling. Where had she come from? As I was trying to form a sentence, she began to move towards us. From around me, I heard a chorus of muted gasps. It seems we were united in our surprise and confusion. Alice drew to a stop in front of me and glanced up at the display.
Thought you'd get an easy couple points, huh? Not so easy when you have to look your victim in the eye, is it? Coward.
Me, a coward? You've got some balls saying that to me after you picked betray. Why are you even here?
You gave me the antivirus, didn't you? Tenmyoji told me. Thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, honestly.
But you should still be under the effects of the anesthetic.
Yes, well, I still am. A bit. I have a throbbing headache, and I can barely stand. It's horrible.
And you came here to pick betray just in case I wanted to pick ally. To kill me. You're a... Ah! I'm so mad about this.
I'm more resistant to anesthetics than most people.
Is that because of your Ice 9?
A result of my training. I have a feeling Zero Senior knew that. They gave me way more than the standard dose of that gas when they kidnapped me. In any event, a few minutes ago I woke up in the infirmary. Tenmyoji explained what was going on, and I got here as fast as I could.
So you showed up right after we'd gone to the AB room.
Yes. Right in the nick of time, too. About 10 seconds before the deadline, as I recall.
You did that just so you could betray us?
Right.
I hate your guts! I don't feel bad that you die in every other timeline.
What? Don't I get to do that? I mean, it turned out to be the right thing to do, didn't it? You two chose betray. If I'd stayed back there, I'd have lost 2 points.
So you're saying it was self-defense?
Yes.
You're full of shit. Self-defense my ass. You chose betray because you wanted out. You had 6 BP. If I'd picked ally, you would have had 9, and I would have died. That's what you were trying to do, right?
So what if I was?
Are you serious? You would have killed me. Look, I only have 1 BP. You were this close to murdering me. Just admit it. You were planning to kill me so you could escape.
Don't be stupid.
No, I am being smart for once.
I knew you'd choose betray.
No, you didn't! Because in the timeline where I picked ally, you still picked betray.
There was...
Tell the truth.
That is the truth. Why am I the only one getting the 3rd degree here? Look at those results. 2 other people just tried to kill someone.
Fi and Dio.
Yes.
You're not getting off the hook. I'm gonna be mad at you for the rest of the fucking game.
If Dio had chosen ally, Fi would have killed Tenryojin. And if she'd chosen ally, Dio would have killed her.
I don't want to be rude, but it looks like Clover and Kay tried to trick one another. Not that it seems to have worked. If either one had chosen ally, the other one would have 9 BP right now.
I turned to look at the results again. Before, I'd only been looking at my own. I hadn't realized that there was only one word all across the roster. Betray. Whatever trust we'd managed to build had fallen apart. Everyone was suspicious of everyone else. Had it been the bombs? Or had it been something else? Whatever the reason, if it kept up, we'd never manage to escape. We'd be trapped in a cycle of 0-point rounds for the rest of our lives. Something had to be done. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. Alright guys, pay attention. You've probably already all figured this out, but we can't keep going like this. If we don't start being a little more trusting, we're never gonna get out of here. We need to work together. I might as well have been talking to a wall.
My apologies, Sigma, but I need to think on something for a bit. I would appreciate being left alone.
Okay.
I'll be leaving too. Things are getting a little too intense here for my delicate constitution.
Says the person who tried to kill somebody.
Sorry.
And did kill somebody. At least one. Dio.
Well, in that case...
Et tu, Fi?
Yeah, sorry.
Without another word, she turned and left the warehouse. Dio and Kay quickly followed suite.
See? There's your answer. In the end, everyone's just thinking about themselves. So I would appreciate it if you could not treat me like
Yeah,
I'm
it
the
is.
only
It is
villain
really
here.
funny. You're... Here's the thing. I already hate Dio. Dio is the villain. You posit yourself as a good character, and yet you are still an ass. That's my problem with you. No accountability, girl.
Come on, Clover. Let's go.
Hold on! I'm coming! Are you feeling okay? I was really worried, you know?
I watched them walk away, Clover practically jumping with delight to have Alice back. Before long, they reached the yellow door and disappeared beyond it. What a monster.
Everyone's gone.
You aren't gonna leave too?
No,
Are you sure? I chose betray.
I know. But I still believe in you, Sigma. I think your hand must have just slipped or something. Right?
My chest hurt, and when I blinked, I felt something hot and wet prick the corners of my eyes. Luna, I bit my lip. Before I could think of anything to say, the metallic rumble of the doors closing echoed through the warehouse.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
As many times as we want, huh?
Yes, as long as we have the star keys. That means we can keep playing the AB game over and over, too. Sigma? Could you show me your bracelet?
Why?
Do you remember what Zero Jr. said?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit, too.
Yeah, I remember. Let's see here. I'm a cyan pair. What about you?
I'm a magenta pair.
I wonder what the others are.
They could be anything, I suppose. We won't know until we have a look.
I did think that one was voiced a little bit differently than other ones. Yeah. Huh. We've got about 80 minutes until the next set of chromatic doors open. So, what should we do now?
Everyone else has gone off on their own.
Yeah. Physically and emotionally. I really don't like how this is going. It won't matter how many times we repeat the AB game if nobody trusts anybody else. We'll never be able to get out of here.
Maybe it would help if we all had a common goal. Something to unite our hearts and minds.
Yeah, but we've already got something like that. We all want to get out of here. That seems like a pretty clear goal to me, but everybody chose betray. Including me.
Well, what if we have an enemy?
An enemy?
Yes, a common foe. Like the person who set the bombs, for instance.
After coming back from the lab, I told her about the bomb while she gave Alice and Quark the Excelivir. Yeah, that might work. If we can figure out which one of us planted those bombs, then everyone else would work together against them.
Right.
But how do we figure out who it is?
Well, do you have any clues?
Clues, huh? That's right! The memory card! I pulled it out of my pocket and held it out towards her.
What's this?
I told you, a memory card. It was under the bomb we found in the lab. I think whoever set the bomb dropped it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what's on it, though. We couldn't find any kind of memory card reader.
Oh, I guess we can't really use it then. Oh, wait a second. You know what? I think I might have seen something.
Huh?
Yes, I remember. The infirmary.
Yep, the infirmary has a memory
I
card
saw
reader.
it when I was searching the infirmary with Theo and Quark. There was a memory card just like that one.
Then?
Yes, I think we can see what's on it. The computer there should be able to read it.
Luna and I exploded into the infirmary, nearly running into Alice, Clover, and Tenmyoji. Quark was there as well, of course, but he was just as we left him, asleep on the bed.
What are you doing here?
I opened my mouth to retort, then thought better of it. If I really wanted people to start trusting each other, well, real change starts at home. As quickly as I could, I explained the second bomb and the memory card, and how we'd come to the infirmary in hopes that we could discover the contents of the latter.
Okay.
Then stick it in already!
Go ahead.
Right. Just as Luna had said, there was a small slot under the screen exactly the right size to fit the memory card. It's not under the screen, it's on the right side. Within moments, the screen was filled with what appeared to be random letters. But, huh? What is this? NMTEONERAXDFMIOMVP BYOL. The alternating lines are identical. I think.
6 rows, 22 letters each.
It looks like the odd rows use one set of letters, and the even rows use another set.
In other words, the first 2 rows just repeat.
Yeah.
Is this some kind of code or something?
It doesn't look random to me. I think there might be a pattern. I just don't know what it is.
Oh, I think I know what it
anything else
is.
on there?
No, it doesn't look like it.
I didn't write it down, though. So all we get is this gibberish. Hey, Alice, you haven't said anything for a while. What's up?
Does any of this look familiar to you, Clover?
What do you mean?
Have you seen something like this before?
1 Rax.
Maybe during your training?
Training?
This is...
So you do recognize it.
All right, knock it off, you two. How about you share it with the rest of the class?
Alice sighed and stretched her neck from side to side.
I believe this is an encoded message from a terrorist organization.
What?
They call themselves the Myrmidons.
Yep. Myrmidons? For some reason, I felt like I'd heard that name before.
What are the Myrmidons?
Put simply, they're a bunch of thugs who are trying to destroy or dismantle most of human civilization.
So this thing we're looking at, you think it's theirs?
Well, they have a number of different codes, but I do think this is one of them.
Then the bomb?
It was said by one of the Myrmidons, wasn't it?
Yes. Well, I can't say for sure, of course, but it seems likely.
Dio. Tam, I have a ton of questions for you. But let me start with this one. What the heck does that thing say?
I don't know.
What?
How am I supposed to decode it? I don't have the key.
I do.
Without a key, it would take literally hundreds of years to decode.
Yeah. It's in a different timeline I do. I didn't write it down. I didn't think it would be important.
What about you, Clover?
Well, if Alice doesn't know how, I sure don't.
See.
Not much we can do then. We can come back to that stuff later. I've got another question. Alice, Clover. Who the hell are you? Why do you know about this code?
That's...
Classified? You told me your job was to eliminate enemies of the state or something like that. Just what the hell kind of a job is that? I think it's time you told us what you do.
Sorry, but I can't.
Why not?
Because you might be one of them. You might be the person who set the bomb.
That's idiotic. Of course I'm not.
Really? And where's your proof? For all I know, you're my enemy. I can't tell you anything.
That's why she doesn't trust me. I'm not your enemy! I'm your ally! I'm your friend! I just want all of us to get out of here! Just please tell us. Please? We need to find out who did this so we can all escape. But we have too little information. We need your help. Fine. If you won't tell us about yourself, then just tell us about the Myrmidons. What else do you know about them?
I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. If I was a member of the Myrmidons, anything you could tell me, I would already know. Therefore, you're not actually saying anything to an enemy. Before I could blink, she leapt up and run out of the room. Hey, wait, Alice! I took off after her. Garden,
How
huh?
long are you going to keep following me?
Until you tell me what you know.
Then why don't you just ask Clover?
Clover?
You already know she works with me.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Then why don't you...
I wanted to hear it from you.
Why?
That's a good question. Because the story demands it. Remember the True Quarters? Or this garden? We got paired up for 2 separate rounds. That means I've spent more time with you than anybody else here. Maybe that's it. I guess I'm just curious about you.
What are you talking about?
She spun around to hide it, but I caught a blush of red on her cheeks. We walked down the path to where it ended next to the pond. I stayed silent. Alice sat down on the bench. We gazed at the smooth surface of the pond for several long minutes before she began to speak.
You don't hate me?
Milv Hunter Sigma. What? Why?
I tried to kill you.
You mean in the AB game?
Yes.
And also right now! Ah! Attacks with a knife.
I was so scared. Who wouldn't be? Kidnapped and locked up, forced to play some sort of bizarre game. And then we found that bomb. I know I probably sounded calm, but as soon as we found that thing, all I wanted to do was run away from it as fast as I could. Things just went downhill from there.
What do you mean?
I remember hearing that Quark had collapsed and running to the infirmary with everyone else.
The funniest bad model moment is about to come. Oh no!
When I got there, I realized I couldn't understand what anyone was saying. And everything looked... I don't know how to describe it. It was like watching a video on fast forward, only it was real. Then I started to feel like... It's hard to explain. I guess you could say I didn't feel like I was myself, and it only got worse.
That was probably the Radical 6.
Yes, I think so. I don't remember much after that. But when I woke up in the infirmary, suddenly all that fear was back. So all I could think about was getting out of this place as fast as I could. It never even crossed my mind that it could kill you. God help me, even if it had, I don't think I would have cared. See?
Yeah, it's not great.
I'm horrible.
What?
You hate me, don't you? Just do it.
What? Do what?
Kill me!
With what?
Get it over with!
What the hell, Alice? I'm not gonna kill you. I don't even hate you that much.
I could kill you. I would have killed you.
You did kill me, at least once. I know. Come on, calm down. No one's killing anybody. A single tear rolled down Alice's cheek. Then another and another, leaving shining lines across her face. When I reached out, I saw her tense just slightly. Slowly, I brushed my thumb across her cheek and off, taking her tears with it, and onto her pubes.
Why are you doing this? You know, you kind of remind me of my father.
That's who you were after, right? The people who killed your dad?
Yes.
Did they have anything to do with the Myrmidons?
Will you promise not to tell Clover that I cried?
Come on.
If you keep your mouth shut, I'll tell you what you want to know.
All
about
right.
myself. And about the Myrmidons. Deal?
Sure. My lips are sealed.
Really?
What, crying? I don't remember any crying.
Good. All right then.
Alice took a deep breath and began. My father is Egyptian, but my mother is French. Oh no, French! They met while my mother was in Egypt on vacation and married shortly thereafter. When I was 3, we all moved to the US. She's French and works for the Department of Defense. That's like the worst crimes. This is just swagalicious. Yes. My father was a scientist and his field was cloning. He was recruited by an American lab, which was why we moved. It's a really good gift. Both of my parents, yep, cloning again, had used English around me from the time I was born, so I didn't have any problem with adapting to life in the United States. By my 9th birthday, we'd been there for 6 years. That was when it happened. In the middle of the day, my mother showed up at school. Her eyes were red and puffy, but she didn't say anything to me on the drive home. Yep. I mean, when we arrived, there were several policemen there to meet us. My father had always been a very punctual man, and when dinner time came and went with no sign of him, even I began to realize something terrible had happened. It wasn't until several years later that I finally learned the truth. My father's lab had been attacked by terrorists, and he had been kidnapped. For the rest of my childhood, my mother raised me by herself. I didn't realize it then, but it must have been incredibly difficult for her as a single mother alone in a country where any relatives were a trans-Atlantic flight away. She did her best not to let me see it, but every so often when she thought she was alone, the mask would fall away, and in every line of her face I would see exhaustion and loneliness. A trans flight away. As much as I missed my father, it was those moments that made me wish more than anything that he'd never been taken. Fortunately, I was an excellent student and did especially well in math. I earned a full-ride scholarship straight out of high school and spent the next several years studying. After graduation, I took a job with the Department of Defense, hoping that they might have resources to help me look for my father. I was immediately assigned to the Special Office of Internal Security, SOIS. Their purpose is to investigate and sometimes deal with terrorist organizations and other serious threats to the state. I could tell my mother wasn't happy with my decision, but she chose to remain silent about it. Eventually, I learned that the terrorist organization that had taken my father was none other than the Myrmidons, although at the time that name didn't mean anything to me. They were suspected of human cloning. Specifically, it was thought that they had been using cloning techniques to copy their most useful members and expand their ranks. The Myrmidons apparently believed that they could use cloning to create a new race of humans. Now at last I knew the reason for my father's abduction. The commander of the Myrmidons is a man named Left. We know his name and his gender, but not his appearance or his age. The Myrmidons are closely associated with the cult known as Free the Soul. We believe that Free the Soul provides their funding. But trying to pin any kind of misdeeds on the cult's leader, a man named Brother, is like trying to nail Jello to a wall. Brother is supposed to be fairly advanced in years, and rumors say he's so old he can't even get out of bed. Unfortunately, his mind seems to be as sharp as ever. At that point, I hit a wall. I knew the Myrmidons had been behind my father's kidnapping, and that was all I could learn about them. Then, one day, I got a tip that some of them were hiding in a building in the Nevada desert. I headed out immediately. On the way there, my car had some engine trouble and stalled out. I was trying to decide what to do when an SUV appeared out of nowhere. I'll give you one guess who was behind the steering wheel. Clover. That was the first time we met. There were 4 other people in the car with her, and when I asked them what they were doing, I got what was just about the last answer I'd expected. They told me they'd been locked up inside of the very building I'd been on my way to investigate, and that they were currently in pursuit of the people who had kidnapped them in the first place. My priorities shifted very quickly. After a short discussion, I convinced them to allow me to come along. My hope was to find the people they were chasing, who I was certain were Myrmidons. In the end, however, we were unable to track them down. In fact, I still don't know where they might have gone. And I don't think they were Myrmidons. Eventually, I took Clover and her companions to Soy's headquarters. We decided that involving the police would only complicate things. After some questioning, it was determined that the people who had instigated this particular event were not connected to the Myrmidons. We did, however, discover that the mysterious disappearance and subsequent reappearance of several children 9 years ago prior was connected to Free the Soul. Never involve the police, but involving the Department of Defense is fine. That's almost the same. There was also a 6th person in the SUV, although they weren't riding in it per se. A middle-aged man, who I'll just call Ace for now, had been bound and placed in the trunk. According to the other 4, he had been behind the disappearance of the children 9 years earlier. We also learned that his pharmaceutical company, a major player on the world stage, was effectively controlled by Free the Soul. More specifically, I suppose, Ace was a member of Free the Soul and very committed to their cause. So why had he kidnapped all those children? Apparently, it had been part of an experiment designed to test the ability of certain people to access what's called the morphogenetic field. I don't imagine you've ever heard of it before, so I'll try and give you a quick rundown. I've certainly never heard of a morphogenetic field before. Please tell me what it is. Simply put, these people can access a sort of field that allows their consciousness to resonate with the consciousnesses of certain other people. To be honest, it might be simpler to just call it telepathy. The Soys had heard of this particular ability before and had actually used it in a number of investigations, so I wasn't surprised to learn of its existence. I was shocked, however, to learn that these experiments had been carried out by a member of Free the Soul. If that was the case, then Brother must have known about it. The thought of him discovering a way to control and harness that power was terrifying. It wasn't too long after the incident in Nevada that another tip about the Myrmidons crossed my desk. This time it claimed that the Myrmidons intended to launch a large-scale biological terrorist attack. My bosses decided that we needed more agents to deal with a threat of that magnitude, and Clover was recruited. Because she'd been a test subject in H's experiment, we knew she had the ability to access the morphogenetic field, and we wanted to put that ability to use. After several months of training, she was sent on her first mission. She would be tasked with the infiltration and investigation of a Myrmidon cloning lab. I was assigned to be her commanding officer. I hoped that our investigation might also give me a lead on my father's whereabouts. At last, I had a chance to find out what had happened to him. I wouldn't let that chance pass me by. Perhaps that was what kept me from noticing the truth. The truth? The whole operation was a trap. The lab was fake, and Clover was captured almost immediately. I got there as fast as I could, but when I arrived, the building was only an empty shell. All of the conspirators who had pretended to be researchers and the like had already fled. I searched frantically for Clover until at last, in a basement room, I found her. She had been tied to a chair, but on the floor next to her was another body. It was my father. Oh shit. He looked as if he'd just been dumped there, and when I got to him, his body was already cold. He was covered in dark, ugly bruises. It wasn't until later that I learned he had died from ruptured organs and internal bleeding. Holy shit. They had beaten him to death. As soon as Clover had been captured, a Myrmidon in a mask had come to visit her. He'd said that unless she wanted to end up like my father, she would leave them alone and tell her masters at the Sois to do likewise. In retrospect, they must have known who I was and who my father was. That was why they'd killed him. Perhaps they'd thought they were sending a message to me. Or that once he was gone, I'd lose my reason for chasing them. They were very, very wrong. I took Clover with me and left. I tried to console myself with the fact that I had, at least, been able to save her. Sometime later, I received a call from the coroner. He told me there was something I needed to see. There in the morgue was my father, cold and pale on the steel table. I could barely stand to look at him, but the coroner insisted. On his arm were 2 rows of numbers, comprised of 8s and 9s. It took me a moment to recognize my father's handwriting. He had carved them into his own skin. On his chest was another message, but they were letters this time, not numbers. Not many, just enough to make a short sentence. I love you, Alice. I broke down crying right there in the morgue. They were the first tears I'd shed since the operation had started, and there was no stopping them. There would be no forgiveness, not for the monsters who'd put my father through this. They'd destroyed my family. I would make them pay, even if I had to die to do it. That night, I made a promise to myself. I would avenge my father. It didn't take long to figure out that the numbers he'd written were latitude and longitude. They pointed to a chemical factory that had been disguised as an abandoned building. Further investigation revealed that it was the motherlode we'd been looking for, the headquarters of the Myrmidons. I think my father must have known how things would turn out. Knowing he was going to die, he'd written the directions to our enemy's fortress on his own body. He sacrificed too much for me to waste this opportunity with recklessness. This time, our operation would succeed. This time, I wouldn't let my excitement put Clover or any of my other agents in danger. So we took our time, we gathered information, we did our research, and we planned. Finally, we were ready. December 25th, 2028 was going to be the day we finally set foot inside the Myrmidon stronghold. But then, on the 22nd, only 3 days before the operation was scheduled to begin, a man in a gas mask appeared. And the rest was history. So you inhaled that gas, passed out, and woke up here in the AB room?
Yes. Well, there it is. Everything that's happened with the Myrmidons and me. I left a few of the details out, of course, but you get the idea.
Yeah. Thanks. She gave me a sad sort of smile and stood up.
We should go back.
Not yet. Your story explained a lot, but there's still one big question.
Which is?
Who here is a Myrmidon? One of us planted the bombs. And based off of the code we found, it's pretty clear that person is a Myrmidon. Hold on. Is this... This is not a timeline where the lady died. So we don't have that clue. Right?
Yes.
And I agree that we need to figure out who they are.
What do you propose we do?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about. Do you have any clues?
Clues? Well, if I could decrypt that code, it might tell us something, but...
How can we do that?
I told you. We need a key. Without that, it's pointless.
What's a key?
A key is a key. It allows you to sort of unlock a code. Myrmidons usually use this huge string of numbers as a key.
Wait, a long string of numbers? Could that be... Oh, okay, good. He remembered it, so I don't have to. 7815361098838094241990551.
What the hell?
He was convicted of a string of numbers. That's the achievement I just got. I was almost as surprised as she was. I've never seen Nostalgia Critic. The numbers had just kind of appeared in my mind, and I was saying them before I knew what I was doing. Atlas looked at me incredulously, and I stared back.
Where did...
Oh, he remembers it, so you don't have to. Okay, alright.
Wait, can you say that again?
7815361098838094241990551.
That's 198,449,351 to the third power.
Exactly? What?
That number you just told me. Prime factor decomposition on that number gets you 198,449,351 to the third power.
Fascinating. You're talking about reducing an integer to a series of prime numbers that you multiply together to get it, right? Like, if you have 30, then you get 2 times 3 times 5, right?
Exactly. You probably learned that in junior high, right?
So you're saying that 198,449,351 is prime. Well, it's... yeah. And if you multiply it by itself 3 times, you get that number. I'm not counting... They didn't give me commas. 9815361098838094241990551.
Yes.
Don't tell me you just did all that in your head.
I did do all of that in my head.
That's really impressive.
Simple mental arithmetic.
How? Explain. What? No, no way. That's impossible.
I told you. I'm better at math than most people.
You're better at math than my computer is. That's not better at math.
Look at you. You just recited a huge string of numbers. That seems pretty astounding, too. Where did you find that number anyway?
I didn't know what to say. What would I tell her? That it just came to me?
Can't tell me, huh? Fine. I'm pretty sure that's the key to the code, though. I know the Myrmidons use prime factors for their keys.
That's so insane to me. People write, like, expansive libraries for finding prime factorizations of large numbers. And people can, like... And then people are saying they can just do that in their head. Like, no way. No.
And there aren't a lot of 25-digit numbers that turn out to be the third power of a prime number. I think there's a very good chance that number you memorized was specifically created by someone.
Could you explain that with small words? What? That's weird. The human brain is an enigma. What the hell? Okay, alright.
Well, look at the prime factors of your number. 198,449,351 to the third power. I think that's our hint for cracking your code.
Okay.
You still don't get it? Try to remember the code we saw in the infirmary. What did it say on the monitor?
I think the first row was CQUJHNMTEONERAXDFMIOVP.
And the second row?
BYOLWXYPXSVZEQGTKRTLED. I think. Then they just repeat.
Wow, you've got a pretty impressive memory. We could really use someone like you back at the...
Well, keep going. How do we decode that? Yeah, I have a really yeah. Because I've memorized all the passwords. How do we decode that?
You use 198,449,351 to point you to the right letters.
How do we do that?
Well, the first number is 1, so take the first letter.
Okay.
The next number is 9, so go 9 letters over from the first one. Then 8 from that one.
Okay, so... 1... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... CE... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna decode this in real time. They're gonna tell it to me, but I want to do it myself. Make notepad visible. Perfect. So C and then 9 over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's an O. And then 8 from the O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is M. Okay. Com. Oh.
Just keep going until you get something. Make sense?
I ran over what she's said in my head. The prime number Alice had given me was that. Okay. 198449351. Can I go like this? No, okay. So 1984 1, 2, 3, 4 P. 4 from the P. 1, 2, 3, 4 L. 9 from the L. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is that E. Complete. 3, that gets me to T. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1. Completed! Starting a... Huh. That's just the whole thing then. And because it's 3 of them, it's just completed. Awesome. Cool! So, what would we get if we picked out letters like she'd explained? The first letter would be C from the top left. Then you'd move 9 to the right, which gives you O. Then 8 more to the right. Eventually, we'd get a word. And that word was... 6. Fail and the game is over. The code sheet won't be displayed when you input your answers, so it would be wise to solve it now. The key is... yeah, okay. Cool. I did it! Completed. That's it. That's the answer.
Completed? Are you sure?
Yeah. I did exactly what you told me to do. And the word I got is completed. Well, actually, it's completed, completed, completed. The code and the letters repeat every 2 lines. It just repeats.
Well, I can't remember the code like you can, but if you're certain, I believe you.
I'm definitely certain.
All right, then. I wonder what completed is supposed to mean, though.
Planted all 3 bombs. What? Aside from the obvious, you mean? I'm guessing here it means mission complete. So that's what the transmitter was for.
Huh? What are you talking about? What transmitter?
I barely even heard her. Suddenly, my mind was full of memories that hadn't been there a moment before. It was like a wave had washed away the sand, revealing a bed of precious gems underneath. I can make the completed go away now.
Oh, Holy Father, Holy Brother, Holy Master, my sacred mission is at last complete. With these 2 hands, mankind is saved. I am your will made flesh. In your name, I give thanks.
Damn it! Why hadn't I realized it before? I could remember a series of numbers, but not this? At least I remembered it now. Dio was a member of the Myrmidons. And not just any member, he was their leader? That meant he had to be the one who'd planted the bombs.
Hey, are you listening to me?
No, I'm not, sorry. Yeah.
Then answer my question. What the hell was that? What's this about a transmitter?
I didn't trust myself to try and explain it to her. More than likely, she'd just think I was insane. Even I could barely make sense of the sudden influx of new information.
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of the Myrmidons.
If I was, do you really think I'd reveal myself like this?
Point.
Out of nowhere, Clover appeared. Found another bomb.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking all over for you.
I wonder... Oop. Oh, nope, never mind. Lock number 5, already taken care of. Seven and 9 already, okay. Really?
We're all down in the floor B warehouse. Well, all of us but Luna and Clark.
Why?
We've still got 45 minutes until the white doors open.
I know that.
Oh, okay. Hey, wait a minute. I thought UK and Quark didn't know about the white doors.
Tenmyoji told us about them.
Oh.
He said he'd show us where they were, so we all followed him down to the floor B warehouse.
I'm assuming you left Quark with Luna?
Yeah. Anyway, when we showed up, Phi and Kay were already there.
So?
Well, all of a sudden, Phi, Tenmyoji, and Dio all started yelling at each other.
What?
Why? Did something happen?
Phi, Tenmyoji, and Dio. According to Clover, the last AB game had been the cause of their fight. Even though Tenmyoji only had 1 BP, Phi had chosen Betray. They started to fight, and since Dio had pressed Betray on behalf of his team, eventually he got dragged into.
That seems odd. Phi only had 1 BP too. Choice seems like a perfectly valid defensive move.
Ugh! Just come with me! Kay's trying to calm them down, but there's only one of him.
Okay, okay. Come on, Alice, let's go.
Coming.
long way to the warehouse. Oh god, I missed that message. Elsie spending 2 hours decoding a message in Murder Soul Suspect with no cipher key because she wanted to know. Holy shit! That reminds me that I have the Gravity Falls Journal number 3 that I started decoding and then didn't ever finish all the way through, somewhere in my room. Back when I was super big into Gravity Falls. I didn't get the Blacklight one. That came out later and I didn't feel the need to buy 2. Anyway, all 4 of them were still there when we arrived. They seemed to have calmed down a bit, but the tension in the air was almost visible. I love puzzles! I love puzzles. You should see how many puzzles I own. It's a lot. I own a lot of puzzles. I felt like I'd stepped into a room full of flammable gas. Even the smallest spark could turn the whole place into a raging inferno. Even Kay, usually so calm and collected, was standing a ramrod straight with his hand balled into fists at his side. I looked at Alice, pursed my lips, and then headed over to the angry knot of people occupying most of the room. Clover told me what's going on. Okay, hold on. Quick pause. If any of you like Sudoku puzzles, specifically, there is a series of puzzles, by this group called Cracking the Cryptic. And they make some pretty baller ones. They have 999 upside down Sudoku. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 7 Sudoku games out, each one with 100 levels-ish. Kakuro was really good, too. And they do some, like, and they're not, like, regular Sudoku puzzles. They've got, like, Killer Sudoku. These would take some time to explain. Various chess... It's really good. And if you like watching people solve puzzles, you can check out their channel, Cracking the Cryptic, and they'll solve those. And, like, people will send in puzzles that they've made for the people who are, like, Sudoku world champions to solve. And it's really cool, actually. I haven't... You can buy their whole collection for $31. I have all of them. That's sad. Yeah. I'm gonna put it's Cracking the Cryptic right there. Put it in chat. Yeah. So I've enjoyed their content and their puzzles, so if you if you want to check those out, gonna plug them real quick for no reason. This is not a sponsored this is not sponsored content. Okay, sorry. Brief aside over. We can go back to 999. I'm not familiar with those. Is that a type of puzzle? Ah, gotcha. Okay. Clover just... Okay, back to the game. Clover told me what's going on. Code crackers are clueless crosswords. Holy shit. How do you do that? How would you even approach that? Just plug in words and hope it works? Okay, well, I'm gonna look these up. Simon Schuker's code cracker. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. I see what's going on. Okay, so each box of the crossword has a number on it. And you have to figure out which number corresponds with each letter. Okay. Okay. I get it. Cool. Those look fun. I've heard of those before. I don't think that's what I recall them being called, but I don't remember what I recall them being called. So there you have it. Okay, back to the game. This whole thing is stupid. You need to knock it off.
Stupid? What about this is stupid? We're talking about my life, you self-righteous dick.
Get my ass. I know, but yelling at each other isn't going to solve your problem. The best thing for us to do right now is to trust each other and get through this. Wouldn't you agree?
Hard to trust someone who tried to kill me.
Same to you. I told you letting Dio vote was a stupid idea. What did you think he was gonna do? You might as well have pressed the button yourself.
I couldn't just leave Quark alone.
That's no excuse. And where do you get off telling me I shouldn't have picked Betray?
Did you even think that through? What, I was supposed to pick Ally?
If I'd done that, I'd be dead right now.
I could say the same thing to you. Damn good thing Dio didn't choose Ally.
Please, that's enough from both of you. Sigma's right. This isn't the time to be bickering with each other.
Oh, you don't get to talk. You tried to betray Clover and escape on your own.
Perhaps. But I think that's better than merely killing someone.
Well, I only did it so that she wouldn't kill Tenmyoji.
Ah! God damn it. Enough already. I roared with fury and my voice echoed and rebounded off the walls of the warehouse. Everyone fell silent. I didn't know how long that silence would last, so I decided to put it all on the table. There was only one way I was going to be able to take control of the situation. Guys, listen to me. We really don't have time for this. I was met with a number of glares, but I soldiered on. See, the thing is, I figured out who planted the bombs.
What? Is this what you were talking about earlier?
Sort of, yeah. I know which one of you it is.
Well, spit it out then.
Please, explain what's going on here.
I don't think I need to. They're going to admit their guilt in just a few minutes.
What?
You're all going to hear it straight from the Dio's mouth. Or I guess I should say, the horse's mouth.
What are you on? You think I set those bombs?
Yes, I do.
Hey, if you're gonna accuse me, you better have some pretty damn good evidence, pal.
You got a knife on you? I'm not accusing you. I'm just stating a fact.
Oh yeah? Where the hell did you get that fact?
A different timeline. Fun as it was, I knew taunting alone wouldn't be enough to make Dio confess. He just played dumb. He was good at it, and I'd get nothing. That meant I was going to have to trick him. Well, you see, I'm actually from Free the Soul.
Free the Soul? What's that?
Uh-huh.
Kind of hippie shoe company?
Don't play dumb, Dio. Or should I call you left. Brother ordered me to come here to keep an eye on you. Oh shit. It was quick, but for just a moment I saw his eyes twitch. I leapt on that moment of weakness like a hungry dog on a steak. Fine. Skepticism is understandable. Admirable, even. But perhaps this will convince you. I pressed forward, pulling out every fact I could remember. I told Dio about Brother's background, and how his younger brother, Left, had been murdered. I mentioned casually that the Myrmidons were all clones of a single person. So, still not convinced? How about this? This long string of numbers. Do a prime factor decomposition on that, and you get that string of numbers to the third power. If I'm not who I say I am, how on earth could I possibly know that?
What? No, that's not possible.
Finally. So, let's start over, shall we? I was sent here to watch your every move. It seems our wise and noble brother doesn't trust you. He suspects betrayal.
No! You're lying!
I assure you, I'm not. Everyone else is looking at this like, what the fuck is going on? But, if you don't believe me, why don't you go outside and call him yourself with your transmitter?
No! No! You have to be lying! Brother trusts me! That's why he chose me for this mission! Why would he make me the leader of the Myrmidons if he...
Huh? Sorry, what was that?
I said, why would he have made me the leader of the Myrmidons if...
Heh. I grinned.
Wait, what the hell?
Oh, this is really good.
You fucking kidding me?
Oh, that's a Ace Attorney moment to me. Sorry, Dio. I've never even seen Brother.
What the hell was all that? How did you know all those things?
How do I know all those things? Dunno. Maybe I was divinely inspired?
Oh, give me that shit!
What's going on?
Get fucked, Dio.
What are these Myrmidons?
You pull a Junpei. Yeah, you're right, he did. Dio and I stared at one another while Clover and Tenmyoji quickly explained to Phi and Kay about the memory card and the number 2 bomb, and about the code we found that was in a terrorist organization called the Myrmidons.
So you mean to say someone from the Myrmidons planted the bombs?
It's been a bit since I've saved, so I'm gonna do that just in case.
And Dio pretty much just admitted to doing it?
Yeah.
Bastards. I'll never forgive you.
I heard a low, furious muttering behind me and turned to see Alice. 37 hours! Her lips pulled back into a snarl.
I am going
To kill you!
I like the font size change here. Her voice rose to a scream as she charged towards Dio. He ducked out of the way smoothly and pulled something from his pocket.
Whoa there. I like my women a little feisty. But you're taking it a little too far, sweetheart. Tone it down.
What?
You see this? You know what it is, don't you?
The detonator.
Oh my god. Is that the detonator?
Exactly. And I assume you know what happens if I press this button?
Yes. I think I do.
Uh-oh.
I'm guessing it'll set off both of the bombs.
Well, I wouldn't say both.
More like all 4.
You mean there's still a number 1 bomb we haven't found?
Correct. And there's one more, too.
No. There are 4 bombs?
Exactly. I've planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3, but there's also one more. Bomb number 0. Add all that up, and you're looking at about 4 tons of explosive power. Those go off, and it's all over. That's enough oomph to turn this whole place into a smoking crater.
Aren't you forgetting something?
That'd kill you too.
So, I'm ready for that. I've got spares.
Spares? Is that what Sigma was talking about?
Yeah, clones.
I heard Alice whisper something to Clover.
Let's go, Clover. Show him all that training wasn't for nothing.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Right.
Before I had a chance to ask them what was going on, they moved.
Die, you bastard! Yeah!
She roared and leapt towards Dio. Clover followed just behind. Alice threw a punch at Dio's face, and as he dodged, Clover spun out from behind her. Yes! Dio grunted and turned to focus on Alice, but Clover darted in and snatched the detonator from his hand.
Clover, get him!
Girl win! Yay! Girl win!
Right! Sigma, catch!
Huh? Before I could respond, Clover had thrown the detonator to me. I scrambled to grab it out of the air and held it to my chest.
Damn it! Stop! Let me go! Still let go of me, you asshole!
Just desserts! Just desserts! Yelling didn't do him any good, and Dio found himself subdued by the skillful teamwork of Alice and Clover. Strangely, though, once they had a hold of him, he stopped struggling. I was reminded of a gazelle with its neck in the mouth of a lion. Had he surrendered? Or did he have some trick up his sleeve? It didn't feel right. I didn't have to wait long for my misgivings to prove true. The detonator in my hand suddenly began to flash. What?
Ha! Serves you right.
Uh-oh.
What are you laughing at?
You, her, all of you. God, you're stupid.
Biometric?
What? Why?
See that detonator you threw to Sigma? You activated it. If it gets more than a meter away from me, it sets itself off.
Oh, shit.
We figured someone might try to take it away, so we put in a little safeguard. Since you two were kind enough to take it away from me, the bombs have gone from remote control to countdown timer. Go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Won't make any difference now. The bombs are gonna go off no matter what.
Woo! How long do we have?
About 30 minutes.
Plenty of time. Plenty of
30
time.
minutes.
Oh no.
My condolences.
Well, what can we do to stop them?
I told you that already. First, we need the device that allows us to input information. Then we plug it into each bomb and enter the codes.
Hey Alice, who the hell are you? How do you know all this?
None of your damn business. Just tell me where the input device is.
Well, that's none of your damn business.
Oh.
Ah! Fuck! Stop! You're gonna break it!
Of course. That's the plan.
Please, stop!
Not scared to die, but scared to have his arm broken.
Just tell me what I want to know.
I guess if you go out in a blaze of glory, it doesn't hurt.
Okay, I'll tell you. It's in my coat, in the right-hand pocket.
Clover, check it out. Right.
She nodded and started digging through his pockets. After a few minutes...
It's no use. There's nothing here.
Did you lie to me?
No, I swear, keep looking.
Oh, wait. There is something in here.
Clover pulled her hand from his pocket and held it out. Is that a pill? Like for medicine?
Hey, what is this?
Huh? I can't see it. Bring it over here.
Oh. Clover frowned and moved closer to Dio, holding the pill out towards him. Suddenly, he moved, his right hand snaking out to grab the pill from Clover's hand. Before anyone could react, he shoved it into his mouth. I heard a tiny crack as he bit down on it. Almost immediately, he grimaced in pain. Cyanide pills? They used to... Yeah. You know, they used to put those, like, in false teeth, so you didn't have to go fishing for a pill. That would have been smart for you, Dio.
Shit!
What? What was that?
Poison, I guess.
What? Damn! How could I be so stupid?
His eyes rolled up into his head, and flecks of spittle began to trickle out from the corners of his mouth. I grabbed him by the hair and shook. What the hell are you doing? Where's the input device?
Lost it. In my couch. Back home.
Don't screw with me.
Fine. Don't tell us. How about you give us the deactivation codes instead?
Deactivation? You guys are persistent. Fine. Not gonna do you much good anyway. I'll tell you. But you only get one.
Can I pick which one?
This is the deactivation code for bomb 3.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm ready.
LXQ LHC NM.
Okay. Free bomb password. LXQLHCNMR. Save. Okay.
R.
What about the other 3? Tell us the other 3. He didn't even seem to hear me.
My body will be a part of the foundation of a bright future.
His voice was weak, and more foam was dripping out of his mouth.
Such a beautiful world. May brother live in everlasting glory.
Christ. Those were the last words Dio spoke. He died with a strange, happy smile. Damn.
He only gave us the password.
Fuck
for
you,
one of the
Dio.
bombs.
Fuck you, Dio.
This is bad.
It's okay. I have the password for 2 others.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
How much time have we got?
25 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yes. When he told us the time, I checked my bracelet. It said exactly 30 minutes.
You mean the bombs are gonna go off the same time the next set of doors opens?
Yes. The time on your bracelet is the time we have left.
That's convenient. Oh. So 25 minutes.
This isn't good. I was hoping that we might be able to escape through the white doors, but
It takes 5 minutes for the primary door to open and close. So,
yes, I know. There's no way we can get through them before the explosion happens.
Well, there's no point just standing around. We should start looking. We need 3 things. The password input device.
And the remaining 2 bombs, right?
Right.
we also need passwords for all the bombs other than number 3.
Exactly.
Maybe Dio has a note or something?
Hold on. Let me check.
She knelt down and quickly checked his pockets and sleeves, then sat back on her heels, frustrated.
Damn. He's clean.
Doesn't even have a knife? How's the flowchart looking? Getting close to the end there. She looked pale.
Then we'll just have to hope we find it somewhere. Tenmyoji, can you go tell Luna what's happened?
Right. I'm on it.
Good. The rest of you, let's move out. We can do this. Let's go.
We all took off at a run, heading to different parts of the building. But all of our searching turned up nothing. And as we searched, the clock kept ticking. Oh no. Then at last, the chromatic doors opened.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Our time had run out. We watched the white doors open. Were they doors to heaven or to hell? The thought barely had time to flutter through my mind before everything went white. We didn't even have time to say goodbye. 1,000 emotions flooded my brain in those last moments. Why? How? How had we ended up this way? Then a blistering wave of heat, like the surface of the sun itself, wiped out any lingering thoughts. My consciousness slipped away into a bottomless pool of darkness. Neither heaven nor hell, only the void. Alice End. Best served cold. That's a sucky end. A lot of these endings I die in. Alright. Okay. 7, who planted the bomb, or 9, who planted the bomb? Do 7 first? Wait.
Huh?
You only need to search one person.
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I'd even realized I was saying them.
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah. I met Phi's gaze and nodded, then turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person. That person is you! Dio!
Come on, what is this? Are you high?
Who set up us the bomb? Part 1. Well, we're about to find out. Sorry, Kay, but could you hold him down?
Well...
It's on him, I promise.
Knock it off, Sigma. You're doing this all backwards.
So, this isn't a court. Besides, all we want to know is who set the bombs.
Ugh.
And why are you getting so worked up anyway? If you're innocent, then a search will show that, and I'll look like an idiot.
Nice try, but that's some bullshit totalitarian logic. I don't think so.
I mean, allegedly when we came in here, we had all of our stuff taken from us, so really you would have nothing on you.
What are you even basing this on? How do you know I set the bombs?
I'm basing it on gaminga! Because...
Just spit it out.
I know about the Myrmidons.
The Myrmid what?
I beg your pardon?
No. How do you know that, Sigma?
Hold on, I need to make... Okay. Alright. How do I know that, Sigma? Well... Oh, that's not all I know. Based on gaming. I know about Free the Soul, and I know about Brother.
What the hell are you talking about?
I can tell you the details later. But there's no question that you were the one who set up the bombs.
Who the fuck do you think you are? None of that has anything to do with me. I don't know who the Myrmidons are. And I don't know what Free the Soul is. And I certainly don't know anything about some old fart called Brother.
Heh. Oh, Dio, tell me, how does that foot taste? Who the Myrmidons are? I don't recall saying the Myrmidons were people. And what about brother? How would you know his age if I hadn't said anything besides his name?
So he's left, but that means he's a terrorist.
A terrorist?
Oh dear.
Oh dear, says Kay. Oh dear.
Left?
Well, looks like I won't be able to talk my way out of this one. Seriously, though, when did we get so famous? The Myrmidons aren't supposed to be something anybody knows about.
Well, now the 9 of us know.
Okay, you got me. Yes, I'm the leader of the Myrmidons.
Alice is dead in this timeline, right?
My real name is Left. I was sent here to stop Zero Senior's AB plan.
Oh, okay.
That's why I planted the bombs. If it looked like the plan might actually succeed, I was supposed to blow this whole place sky high.
She's still unconscious. Oh, that's right, that's right. 'Cause of... Where did Alice go? Yep. Yep. AB plan?
What's that?
Oh, well, looks like you don't know everything after all. I should have been more careful. Then again, it's not like it really matters. After all, you're gonna die here.
What?
God damn it, no! I leapt towards him.
Whoa there. Better not come any closer. You think I'm not prepared for this? Take one step and it'll be your last.
Then, that thing you're holding.
It's the detonator.
Yeah, I guess it is. Now back the fuck off!
Dio, please calm down. If you press that button, you'll die too.
So? Believe me, there's plenty more where this came from.
What?
Now that we've cleared that up, back off! Come on, move it! Go, go, go!
We had no choice. Slowly, carefully, we backed away. All of us, except for one. Tenmyoji.
Hey, Grandpa, your hearing gone? I said back off!
No.
You... I'm not screwing around here.
I can see that. So why didn't you do it? Go ahead. Press that button.
What?
Tenmyoji!
Something wrong? Hurry it up. I'm not getting any younger. Oh. Do I sense hesitation? What's the matter, Dio? Scared? Well?
You son of a bitch.
So you were just bluffing.
Not bluffing, goddammit. You hear me? I'll do it.
Oh, I'm sure you will. But there's really something I should tell you. See that detonator you're holding? It's a fake.
What?
What? For just an instant, Dio's eyes twitched down to the device in his hand. That was all the opening Tenmyoji needed.
Yeah!
He cried out as he leapt through the air. Tenmyoji's leg shot out, knocking the detonator from Dio's hand. Shit! Not good!
What happened?
The detonator. He doesn't have it anymore.
What? What's happening?
There's a red light on it now.
Oh, you really fucked up, Tenmyoji. This is what happens when you try to show off.
What?
I'm sorry. This is my fault. I didn't have time to tell you how it worked.
What are you saying?
The detonator isn't supposed to be separated from Dio. If it is, then the timer on the bombs automatically activates.
Damn, how much do you know?
I know so much!
Fine, whatever. Well, he's right. If that thing ever gets more than a meter away from me, it activates. When it does, it starts the timers on all the bombs. So thanks to this old fart, you get to try and defuse a bunch of activated bombs on a countdown. You can go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Once the timers have been activated, they'll go off anyway.
How long do we have? When do they explode?
30
You should know,
minutes.
Sigma. Why don't you tell her?
30 minutes.
30 minutes? That's crazy!
Yeah.
How do we stop them?
The emergency deactivation password.
None of us know them, though.
Right, none of us know. But there's someone who does, isn't there?
Okay. I'll give you one, since I'm such a swell guy. The password for bomb number 2 is EQD DYR.
Okay. 2 bomb password EQD DYR and TK. I want to know, okay. How did Zero know the bomb password to the other one? That's what I want to know. Right? Because K gave us the two-headed lion password. And then 3 of the passwords have been from Dio, but one of them was from Zero. How did Zero know what it was?
Bomb number 2.
But we haven't found that one yet.
Oh? Oh. Well, my mistake. Must have slipped my mind. Well, there's nothing you could do anyway. You don't have the input device. Really, it'll be much easier if you all just give up.
Where's the input device?
Oh gosh, I wonder.
Where did you put the number 2 bomb?
Shoot, you know, I just can't remember.
You son of a bitch.
Anyway, I think it's time for me to be moving on.
It's the lab. It's in the laboratory.
Moving on.
To where?
What, I have to explain everything? To the next world, of course.
No! Wait! I threw myself towards Dio and wrapped my hand around his wrist, slamming it to the floor. He struggled, but I put all my weight on it and kept his arm pinned.
Shit! Let go of me, goddammit! Get off of me! Let me go!
He continued to struggle, but I wasn't going to let him go. I shifted my weight to free one of my hands and started trying to pry his open.
Hey! Hey! I'm not fucking around, alright? Let go of my goddamn arm!
By then, the others had run over and piled onto Dio along with me. Even then, he refused to stop. With increasing desperation, he tried to get the hand I had grabbed to his mouth.
We don't have a choice. Luna, go get the soparil.
No! If we put him to sleep, we can't get what we need out of him.
You think I don't know that? What other choice do we have? Every minute we spend wrestling this prick is the minute we don't have to deal with those bombs. We don't have time for this.
Shit.
What are you doing, Luna? Go!
Right. Okay, I've got it. I'm ready when you are.
Ugh. You can do whatever you want to me, you fucking cowards! You're still gonna die! Go ahead, tell yourselves you can fix it. Run around like idiots before you get blown to atoms. Serves you fucking right! You're gonna burn!
Oh, for God's sake. Luna, shut him up!
Right. Here goes.
Out like a light. As they began to climb off of him, I finally pried Dio's hand open. There it was, just what I'd expected. A small, unassuming capsule. I didn't know what was in it exactly, but it was undoubtedly some kind of poison. I stumbled towards the sink and tossed it into the drain. How much time do we have left?
About 20 minutes or so, I think.
And how much time until the white doors open?
The same.
So, what do we do?
We put in those passwords and stop the bombs.
We searched Dio, but he doesn't have anything that might be the input device.
Well, one thing to do then.
And that is?
We split up and find it. Unless any of you have any other suggestions. A dismal silence filled the room. Even though no one spoke, I could see despair on every face.
All right. No point sitting around. Until those things actually go off, we've still got a chance. Sigma, you come with me. We're going to have to go look at the number 3 bomb. See if the timer really has started or not.
Right.
All the rest of you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the Floor B warehouse.
What?
Why there?
Just listen. Worst case scenario. We'll open the white doors and go through them to wherever they go. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Understood. We will take them to the Floor B warehouse. Once we've done so, we will begin to search for the input device in the number 2 bomb.
Good. Thanks. Okay, we don't have much time left. Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
Yes'm. If I turned without waiting and headed for the door. Before I could blink, she was gone. I gave everyone else in the infirmary a quick thumbs up and a shaky smile, then hurried after her. Do 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 do.
The light's flashing. I guess the countdown has started. So, what are we going to do? Without a way to enter the passwords, we're screwed. Right. We'll just have to split up and look for it. I'll look around here. You go check somewhere else.
Okay.
If we get to T-minus 5 minutes, then we'll meet back in the Floor B warehouse. Got it?
I wasn't sure what to say. If we hadn't found it by then, was there really any point in meeting up again?
What's with that look? Don't worry. We'll figure it out, I promise. You know what they say. Swimsuits never quit.
What? That's not a thing! And it doesn't make any sense! Besides, why the hell are you cracking jokes right now?
I'm just, trying to show you that life is still worth living. After all, if you quit now, there goes any possibility of you ever seeing me in a swimsuit.
What? Oh, I see. Well, I admit I am a bit curious. Hello?
Alright. Looks like we're on the same page.
What?
They get moving. We don't have time to stand around.
What? Fine. Be careful, alright? I checked the time on my bracelet as I headed out of the crew quarters and into the hallway. It wasn't good news. Through the power of horny! Damn. Only 15 minutes. I need to hurry. I broke into a run. Before long, I found myself in front of the infirmary. All too often, what you're looking for is right in front of you. We'd spent a lot of time in the infirmary, so it seemed kind of fitting somehow that it might have been there all along. Or maybe Dio had dropped it there recently. There was no way to know. And in any event, I had to start looking somewhere. Luna, you're still here?
Yes. The others are taking the people who are asleep to the white doors. I chose to stay here. I thought you might come back.
Why?
Because the atom is here. I thought you might want to use it. Isn't that why you're here?
What? I mean, yeah, I want to know what's going on with me. It's driving me nuts. Hell, I feel sick. But this isn't the time for that. Being a robot isn't gonna mean a lot if I die anyway.
Oh, why did you come here then?
Isn't that obvious? I'm trying to find that input thing so we can turn off these bombs.
Really?
Yes! Why would I lie?
I see. I seem to have made a mistake. I knew you couldn't use the atom without me, so I stayed behind because I thought I might be able to help. I guess I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
Sigma has a cut on his hand. Oh!
Goodbye.
She turned and headed towards the exit. I forgot that that was this timeline. I forgot about that. Wait. I couldn't just let her leave like that. I sighed. How long would it take?
Not more than 5 minutes or so.
Are you sure? Only 5 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Analyze my body. We get robotic confirmation, finally! I lay down on the table. Luna picked up the atom scanner and began to run it across me, slowly and methodically. In a few minutes, she was finished.
That's it. You can get up now.
I sat up and hopped off the table. The screen was already starting to show my results. So, what does it say? My eyes were glued to her face, looking for any sign of what the answer might be. She studied the readout for several long seconds before replying.
Well, it says you're not a robot.
Woo!
You're human.
Yay! Boy win! I let out a breath I hadn't realized I'd been holding. My relief didn't last long.
But your body isn't entirely human.
Huh?
You're part machine.
Cyborg! Wait, what are you saying?
Look here. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human.
Yep.
They're made out of a titanium alloy. On top of that skeleton is artificial biological tissue. It's also called ABT.
Just like in the simulations. This. Just like this.
Your arms are cybernetic.
What? What does that mean?
Cybernetic? It means a mechanical system that interfaces with a biological one. You see all these root-like things around the titanium bones? Those are artificial nerves. They're probably connected to your own nerves, which is how you can move your arms. I imagine they allow you to feel things through your arms too.
What? No, this is ridiculous! I think replacing my arms with robot ones is something I'd remember. And I know they weren't always like this. When I was a kid, I broke my arm and they took an x-ray of it. The doctor told me I had really thick bones and that I must have had done something pretty insane to break them. When the hell did that happen? Why did somebody replace my arms? It's a side effect from the freezer containment. Wait. Okay, let's say you're right, and my arms are cybernetic. Wouldn't that mean I don't have to worry about the bracelet going off?
No.
Ah.
Unfortunately, you probably do still have to worry about that.
Why?
The cybernetic arms are made to function just like real arms, which means they interface with the rest of your body, which means that anything injected into them is spread to the rest of your body.
How do you know that?
I just do.
That's not an answer.
Yes, you're right, but not everything has an answer. There are some things you just can't explain.
You know what? I can sympathize with that. What?
Don't you know how that feels? How did you know about the garden? How did you know that Dio planted the bombs?
That's,
I'm sorry, Sigma. I wish we could talk some more, but our time is up.
Time? I pressed the buttons on my bracelet and felt my stomach drop. Oh shit! 1 minute. We've only got a minute left?
Sigma, there's one last thing. I was given very specific instructions.
I shuddered. Not because I was scared of what was about to happen. Because I was scared of Luna. She was calm, unnaturally so, like a machine with a human face. We were about to die. How could she be so calm?
Please pay attention. This is very important. You must be sure to remember it.
Remember? I was about to die. How was I supposed to remember anything?
Should you encounter a two-headed lion devouring the sun, remember GTF-DML-016.
Okay. Two-headed lion devouring sun. First part. GTF-DML-016. And I think that's all the passwords in the game.
With this key, the first gate shall be open to you.
Yep.
There you go. I hope we can meet again someday. I'll be waiting.
Penny! Penny! What? Before she could answer. Care about Penny! The world exploded into noise and light, and I disappeared along with it. And when I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. What? Sigma end. Achievement unlocked. Arms race. So that's what Sigma looks like. I thought he had gray hair. Okay. Fascinating. Should I do the, I know, but, I guess it's just the flashbacks that make it look like gray hair. Do 5 minutes of life first? Okay. Oop. Lock number 3. Yeah, I guess I should do them in lock order. Lowest lock first.
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
Suddenly, all eyes were on me, just to finish all the yellow door routes. Yeah, that's fair. I forgot who betrayed me. I felt their weight, but stood my ground. Dio? Right, okay. It was the result I had expected. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. I didn't have to wait long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soparil. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. Oh, that's right, because this is when I get the, Excelivir back from Dio. Here. My legs began to wobble, then I gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Hey! Sigma! Get up!
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Give me the medicine.
What are you and you right?
Yeah. So?
Probably. I kept my promise, now you... I wasn't a fool, I knew the kind of person Dio was. There was a chance he wouldn't give us back the Excelivir. If he didn't, then I'd die with my hands around his throat. I gathered as much of my mind as I could and got ready to attack.
Fine.
Not quite what I had been expecting.
Here.
I caught it and dropped the tiny glass, and pulled the tiny glass bottle to my chest, worried I might drop it. The label unmistakably said Excelivir. It was the real thing. Clover, take it. I held it out towards her.
Right, of course.
She quickly tucked it into her pocket. Good. Now at least Quark will be alright. With that, the last of my strength left me and I dropped to my knees.
Sigma! Are you okay? Sigma! Sigma!
I guess this is it.
First is the Soparil, which put you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tubocurarine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
"9 minutes. Once the Soparil was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muscle relaxant followed it. About 4 minutes had already passed, which left me with 5, give or take a little. In 5 minutes, I would be dead. What could I do in 5 minutes? How could I save myself? Heh! I gave a raspy, quiet laugh. Even with death staring me in the face, I seemed to be determined to struggle right up until the very end. Yeah, so I think the 5 minutes is how long it takes to do the atom, and then they can whoosh the arm off. Hey, remember very, very early in the game when I made a joke about a bone saw? Okay, Sigma. You can do this. Clinging desperately to what little consciousness I had left, I racked my brain for any possible solutions. I did! It was when, they were talking about getting the bracelets off. Your bracelet comes off if you, go out the number 9 door or, your heart stops. And I said something about, or if you use, like, a bone saw. And you made a comment about that being horrifying. Because you're technically not tampering with the bracelet. You just don't have an arm left. Or a hand. Yeah. Clinging desperately to what little consciousness I had left, I racked my brain for any possible solutions. How could I save myself? How? There had to be something. Every problem, no matter how difficult, has a solution. There's always another option. Hopelessness is a state of mind. I just had to think. Think. If there was a way out, I'd find it. I wasn't ready to give up on life yet. There had to be an answer. Brain blast!
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand? There's something white on it. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human. Your arms are cybernetic.
Gotta hand it to you. Achievement unlocked. What the hell was that? I have cybernetic arms? It was both shocking and utterly obvious. Of course my arms were artificial. Titanium alloy boins with ABT exterior to mimic human skin. But I had no idea why. Nor did I know when my human arms, which I distinctly remember having, had been replaced. And that flash of Luna I'd seen, I was certain it had never happened. Those things hardly mattered, though. If I survived, I would worry about them later. The fact that my arms were mechanical, however, that might be useful. Boins. Sorry! Typo in the group chat! I called up all the strength I had left and stood one more time. What are you waiting for? Why don't you open it already?
What?
Did I stutter? Open the number 9 door.
Sigma!
Bones for boys!
What are you saying?
Looks like you finally gave up. Whatever. I was just about to flip the switch anyway.
Then hurry up and...
Hey, don't rush me. Okay. You've got 9 BP now, right?
Yes?
Well, what do you say? Want to come with?
I will remain here.
Oh, shit.
Why?
I cannot abandon Sigma.
Don't worry about me. Go. You have to get outside and call for help.
But
Do you think Dio will? If he's the only one who gets out of here, there's no hope for the rest of us. You're the only one we can count on. Myself.
I understand.
Great. Glad we got that settled. Shall we go?
No! Stop!
Fi began to move, but it was already too late. Karimasu. I understand. Dio grabbed the lever and threw it down.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
It's been fun. Peace.
I promise to call for help and return as soon as I can. Please, do not give up hope.
Yeah, I know. Just get going already. But... just you, Kay.
Huh?
As Dio turned to look at me, I crouched. Then, calling on every last bit of strength my wearied body could supply, I launched myself towards him like a coiled spring. I slammed into his legs, knocking him to the floor and wrapping my hands around his ankle before he could get back up. Ha
What are you doing, you bastard? The door's gonna close. Let go. Let go, goddammit!
Do do.
Let me go!
Yay! Oh, blinking is weird with this one. Okay. He lashed out with his free leg at my head, shoulders, and arms, but I held on. I ignored the pain, tightening my grip with every blow.
Hey, what the hell is this shit? Why are you doing this? I kept my promise, didn't I?
Yeah, now I'm keeping mine. Yeah, so did I. As far as I recall, it didn't say anything about letting you escape. Just like Snake!
What? Shit! Stop screwing around, asshole! I have to get out of here. I'm not going to let my sacred mission get fucked up by some self-righteous idiot.
Dio began to pull himself along with his elbows, bit by bit, edging closer to the exit. He was headed straight through the door, but the gate was already beginning to close. Oh god. With only a few feet to spare before it shut, he crawled across the threshold and beyond the door.
Sigma! Stop! That's enough!
Please, you have to let go.
The door's going to shut on you if you don't let go.
Oh god. Oh god! Heh. Alright. See you later, Dio. Oh my god,
right
that's...
up until the end, aren't you?
That's so... That would hurt!
Just hurry up and die, you senile old fuck!
No. I'm gonna live. What? He's 22. Oh! Oh! Ah! Yikes! That was a sound!
The number 9 door
Oh!
has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked.
Oh my god.
Escape
Oh
is
my
not
god.
possible. Please enjoy your stay.
The announcer's voice grated at the inside of my skull. I felt tired, so very, very tired. I felt my eyes flutter closed. And then, nothing. Ow!
Sigma!
Sigma!
Finally awake, huh?
Hey, you're finally awake. Where am I? I rubbed my eyes and slid my legs off the bed to stand up. Well, to be honest, it was an examination table. Not a bed. Which meant... the infirmary, huh?
I guess they carried you out here after you passed out.
You guess?
Well, I wasn't there to see it. I was out just like you. But I was in the AB room.
Why?
That bastard Kay. He punched me in the stomach. I can't believe him. He didn't want me voting, so...
Whoa! And after he knocked you out, he voted betray, which brought his BP up to 9.
Yes.
So, where is he now?
On the other side of the number 9 door. With Dio.
You told him to go, remember?
Oh. Yeah, right.
Is your arm okay?
Arm?
I heard what happened. Cybernetic arms, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. I was starting to get a feeling something was up with you.
I looked down at my left hand. Or rather, I looked down at where my left hand should have been. Instead, there was a stub wrapped in white gauze. I told myself I'd do anything to get the cure, even if it meant letting Dio betray me, but I had a feeling I might come to miss my hand. Well, hey, at least we know he's not a southpaw. Oh yeah. How's Quark?
I'm right here.
Quark! Baby boy! Man, I'm glad you're alright. Southpaw is another word for lefty.
Yep. Thanks to you. You got the medicine from that jerk Dio, right? Luna gave it to me, and now I'm better.
I'm insane? Why am I insane?
Thanks. You're the best, Mr. Sigma.
Have you never heard that before? That's funny. I am a lefty.
You saved my life.
You've never heard... That's amazing. It seemed they'd shared stories when I was asleep. Some people never watched The Amazing Spider-Man 1. Yep, left-handed Maxine. Everyone knew now how I made a deal with Dio and about the journal we'd found with the Latin in it. Clover and Phi seem to have done most of the talking. Yeah, at one point, when being introduced to Dr. Connors, who is missing his right hand, he says, "Before you ask, yes, I am a southpaw." That is also not the only time I've heard that term used, but that was the first instance in pop culture that I recalled. It's funny. Okay, so in the D&D group that I DM, you know how like only 10% of the population is left-handed? There are 4 players and myself, and of the 5 of us, 3 of us are left-handed. How nuts is that? Spiders George. Clover and Phi seem to have done most of the talking.
It was completely the opposite of what we guessed.
Holy shit! How'd you do that? My, nice. I can do most things with my right hand, I guess, because we live in a right-hand dominant world, but my handwriting is piss poor. That's the main thing preventing me. Yeah. It's funny, I'm left-handed, but I'm right eye dominant. So when I go do archery, it's actually better for me to shoot with my right arm. Because it's easier to train myself to shoot with my right arm than it is to train myself to shoot with my left eye. I don't. I have a right-handed mouse. I just have gotten... I'm so used to living in a right-hand dominant world that I just do stuff like that. My main issues are scissors. Yeah. Scissors are the main thing that prevents me from being fully functional in society. Because I don't have left-handed scissors. I should get some. Yeah. If I wanted to have my mouse on the left side, I'd need a left-handed gaming mouse. And that, those can be expensive. So... It was completely... What? How does... That doesn't... Okay. The only way to hold a writing utensil like a left-handed person is to hold it in your left hand. What? That doesn't make any sense. I've never heard that. That's so weird. You heard it from school teachers. Fascinating. Fascinating. I'm gonna keep playing. It was completely the opposite of what we guessed.
We're not infected. The rest of the world is. That means this place isn't a quarantine facility. It's more like a shelter.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet. I thought the same thing you did, but then Sigma pointed out a couple of discrepancies.
Yeah. Fi and I have already gone over it, but I explained what I'd noticed. 1. If we were in a shelter for uninfected people, why had Quark been infected? Any place designed to keep a virus like that out would have a lot of safeguards to keep anything from getting in. Had the virus really bypassed all those measures? It didn't seem likely. 2. The timing of our abductions and the pandemic's outbreak was strange. It would make sense if we'd been rescued after the disease had become widespread, but that wasn't what had happened. First we'd been abducted, then the pandemic had broken out. 3. We didn't know why Zero had put us in the nonary game. If we were survivors he wanted to protect, then why try and kill us? If we were in a shelter, why wasn't it safe?
Well, what about this? Maybe someone anticipated the pandemic. I don't know who. Probably Zero. Anyway, they grabbed us before the pandemic really started. Then they put us in the shelter. But then, after a while, he got bored, so he decided to have us play this game to kill time.
Who on earth would make people he rescued play a game where they could die just because he was bored?
Well, we don't actually know if there is poison in this bracelet.
What?
You're the only one who's gotten injected so far. And when you did, it was only Soparil.
What are you saying? That what I did at the number 9 door was all pointless?
No, that's not what I mean. That can't be it. I'm sure there's tubocurarine in the bracelets. The Atom's analysis confirmed it. But what if the Atom is lying? If you're going to do that, then we don't have anything to base any speculations on. You could say that the newspaper article was fake, or that the Latin journal wasn't real.
Or the journal was real, but my translation was a lie.
You made it up?
No. My translation was accurate. I'm just making the point that once you start talking about this stuff being fabricated, it doesn't stop.
I see.
I don't think Zero is doing this just to take the piss out of a lime.
What?
I was just trying to stress that I don't think Zero would do this to pass the time.
How do you make that mistake?
However, I do think Clover has half a point.
Meaning?
That someone did anticipate this pandemic.
She met the Cockney robot.
That part seems reasonable.
Well, if the virus was spread on purpose, then I could see how that might make sense. Yeah. It's not like Noah put all the animals on his ark after the flood happened. He went around before the rain started falling to gather them all up. Right?
Who's Noah?
Are you saying that we were rescued because we're all that's left of humanity?
We were brought here because someone knew there would be a pandemic that would turn us into an endangered species? Does that mean we're supposed to repopulate the planet?
Oh God. Repopulate? I looked around and did a quick inventory. God. 4 women, an old man, and a kid. That meant I was the only young, fertile male. Sigma! Repopulation, huh? Stop it! That didn't sound so bad. Oh my god! If that was the case, maybe there wasn't any reason to escape. Oh my god! If the newspaper and the journal were right, then the world outside was crawling with the deadly virus. Why would we go expose ourselves to that? This would be the safest, happiest place on earth! Oh my god!
Game's over.
Oh my god! I'm sorry! That's so funny! I died. Game fucking oval.
There's no point to any of this now.
Yes, I snort when I laugh. Make fun of me all you want.
No, that's not true. The game might be over, but we've still got a lot of unanswered questions. In fact, we've got even more questions.
So? Are those answers going to open the number 9 door again? It's all over. Why we're stuck here doesn't mean shit. The 8 of us aren't leaving, ever. That's all that matters.
8?
You're including the old woman?
Yeah.
Wait. Was the... oh no, it's this timeline that the old woman didn't die in. It was the left two did. Okay.
Hey, you know what? What if the old lady is Zero Senior?
In the yellow outdoors. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you're right. We never even considered that.
But that would mean the person in charge of all this was murdered by somebody. That doesn't make sense.
Maybe she wasn't murdered.
Huh?
Are you saying she was infected with Radical 6?
And killed herself?
But we didn't find a knife or any kind of weapon in the AB room with her.
Maybe she was killed somewhere else. And then someone carried her in there.
What? That's ridiculous.
Well, maybe we should go take a look at her one more time. Maybe we missed something.
Sure, okay. We looked down at the body of the old woman. Vi was the first to move. Quietly and methodically, she began to examine the woman and her clothes. I've never seen a Danganronpa, so I just stood there. Even if she was dead, no, especially because she was dead, I just didn't feel right touching her. After a few silent minutes, Vi suddenly stopped. What if they moved the booty? She pulled something from one of the old woman's sleeves and held it out towards me. Kurashiki? A card?
Looks like an ID card for this place. Since it's got her picture on it, I'd say it's a safe bet the card is hers.
Is this a Kane? Huh. Looks like her name is Kurashiki. Kurashiki? Ever heard of it before?
Nope. You?
No. Anything on the back? Pass equals jumpy doll. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. This is two-head lion devouring sun. Pass. Jumpy doll. That explains Tenmyoji's reaction. Huh, there's something written here. It says Jumpy doll.
Well, actually it says pass equals Jumpy doll. So I'm guessing Jumpy doll is a password of some sort.
What the hell does that mean?
Beats me.
Looks handwritten. She must have put it on here herself so she wouldn't forget it.
Yeah.
We were still looking the card over when I heard a commotion from the other part of the room.
Alice, what's wrong? Alice!
Oh no!
Junpei doll.
What are you planning to do with that?
Fi and I turned around and gasped.
Damn it.
We ran to the other end of the room and skidded around the partition. Yup. There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. She didn't seem stable. Her eyes were flat and hollow. Her face was an emotionless mask. She was not well. The look on her face was all too familiar. Quark. She looked just like Quark had before he went insane. But that meant...
Goodbye.
Her hand moved, lifting the scalpel up high in the air, then driving it down towards her heart. Woof. Quark end. An equal and opposite reaction. Right in front of the baby boy! It's the Quark end because you save Quark. Okay. I guess we're going... Who planted the bomb number 9? Wait.
Huh?
You only need to search one person.
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I'd even realized I was saying them.
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah. I met Fi's gaze and nodded, then turned away. Plays out exactly like before. I know who set the bombs. That person. Brain blast! That person is you! Oh, Dio!
Come on, what is this? Are you
Who
high?
set up us the bomb part A? Interesting. Okay, hold on. That's really funny. So the 7th lock, the previous one, the achievement is who set up us the bomb part 1. But this one is who set up us the bomb part A. There's not a part 2 or a part B so far. That's kind of funny. Yep. No, it's up us, not us up. Oh, Elsie! I'm sorry. I saved my VODs now, though. You can catch it later. It's not the same, I know. Ooh, I need to put more VODs on my VOD channel after this. Just remembered. Okay. Come on, what is this? Are you high? Well, we're about to find out. Sorry, Kay, but could you hold him down?
Well...
No! Love you too, Elsie. It's on him, I promise.
Knock it off, Sigma. You're doing this all backwards.
So, this isn't a court. Besides, all we want to know is who set the bombs.
Ugh.
And why are you getting so worked up anyway? If you're innocent, then a search will show that, and I'll look like an idiot.
Nice try, but that's some bullshit
Gay ass.
totalitarian logic.
Gay
I
ass.
don't think so. What are you even basing this on? How do you know I set the bombs?
Because
Spit it out.
I know about the Myrmidons.
The Mirmo. What?
I beg your pardon?
No. How do you know that, Sigma?
Oh, that's not all I know. I know about Free the Soul, and I know about
What the hell
Brother.
are you talking about?
I can tell you the details later. But there's no question that you were the one who set up the bombs.
Who the fuck do you think you are? None of that has anything to do with me. I don't know who the Myrmidons are. And I don't know what Free the Soul is. And I certainly don't know anything about some old fart called Brother.
Heh. Oh, Dio, tell me, how does that foot taste? Who the Myrmidons are? I don't recall saying the Myrmidons were people. What about Brother? If I didn't say anything besides his name.
Wait, he's left.
A terrorist?
Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
Left?
Well, seriously though, the Myrmidons aren't... Okay, yes. My real name is... I was sent here to stop Zero Senior's AB plan. That's why I planned. If it looked like the plan might actually succeed, I was supposed to blow this whole place sky high.
AB
What's
plan.
that?
Oh, well, look, I should have been more careful. Then again, it's not like it really matters. After all, you're gonna die here.
What?
God damn it, no! I leapt towards him.
Whoa there. Better not come any closer. You think I'm not prepared? Take one step.
Then...
It's the dead.
Yeah, I get backed up.
Dio, please, if you press that.
So, believe me, there's... Now
What?
that we've cleared... Come on, move. Go, go.
We had no choice. Slowly, carefully, we backed up. All of us except for Tenmyoji.
Hey, you're here? I said...
No. I can. So why didn't you add?
What?
Tenmyoji!
Something. Hurry it up. Oh, do I sense? What's the matter? Dave scared. Well. So you
Not you here? I'll do.
Oh, there's really something. See that dent? It's a fake.
What?
That detonator, it's a fake. He cried out as he leapt through the air. Tenmyoji's leg shot out, knocking the detonator from Dio's hand. Shit, not
What
good.
happened?
The detonator. He
What?
doesn't have it anymore. Yep,
Well,
and it's rigged.
This is what.
What?
Didn't have time to tell you how it worked. Detonator.
Damn, how much do you know? Fine, what? Well, he's right. If that thing ever gets more than a meter away from me, it activates. When it does, it starts the timers on all the bombs. So thanks to this old fart, you get to try and defuse a bunch of activated bombs on a countdown. You can go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Once the timers have been activated, they'll go off anyway.
How long do we have? When do they explode?
You should know, Sigma. Why don't you tell her?
30 minutes.
30 minutes? That's crazy!
Yeah.
How do we stop them?
The emergency deactivation passwords.
None of us know them, though.
Right, none of us know. But there's someone who does, isn't there?
What, hoping I might spill the beans? Nice try. Unless one of you is secretly a medium, I think you're shit out of luck.
Wait, a medium?
Well, I'm out. Peace.
Wait! Stop! I threw myself towards Dio and wrapped my hand around his wrist, slamming it to the floor. He struggled, but put all my weight on it to keep his arm pinned. Trying to... yep.
Shit! Let go! Get off! Let me.
He continued to struggle, but I wasn't gonna let him go. Shifted my weight to free one of his hands. Started to pry his open.
Hey, no, let go.
Yep, yep.
We don't, Luna. You think I don't know that? What other choice? Every minute, we don't have to. What do you
Shit.
do? Go. Right.
Okay, I'm ready.
You can. You're so ahead. You're gonna.
Oh, for God, Luna.
Right, here go.
I'm honestly surprised that the Sigma end isn't like the quote-unquote true ending. There was, just as I expected, unassuming capsule, tossed it in the bin. How much time do we have left?
25 minutes or so, I believe.
And how much time until the white doors open?
The same.
So, what do we do?
We put in the password and stop the
We
bombs.
searched Dio, but he doesn't have a note or anything with the codes on it.
Well, only one option left then.
Yeah, and that is?
Intuition. We trust our hunches.
Nats, are you suggesting we just guess?
Do you have a better idea?
Well, no, but
Wait, there's another way.
What is it?
What is it?
Before I can tell you, everyone has to promise to do exactly as I say. No questions. What's your answer?
We all nodded.
Good. First of all, Sigma, you're coming with me.
Right.
The rest of you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the Floor B warehouse.
Huh?
Why?
Didn't I say no questions? Good. That's it, we're done.
that's it?
Is there a problem? I seem to recall you promised to do exactly what I told you to do.
All right.
Okay, we don't have much time left. Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
Phi turned without waiting and headed for the door. Before I could blink, she was gone. I gave everyone else in the infirmary a quick thumbs up and a shaky smile. Take care of these guys, okay? We'll see you back on floor B before we know it. So, just trust us, alright? Good? Good, you're good. I couldn't think of anything else to say. I turned and ran after Phi. Okay. So what do we do?
Get the input device ready.
Alright, done. All hooked up and everything.
How many minutes do we have left?
Well, they'll go off when the doors open, so... 21 minutes.
That means we have 7 minutes per bomb.
Less.
That includes travel time, though.
Bomb number 2 is in the control room on floor B. And bomb number 1 is also on floor B with the garden. So, we just need to hurry, right?
Yeah.
So what are we supposed to do? I mean, you do have some sort of plan, right?
Well, it's not like I don't have one.
Then stop being so mysterious and tell me. What the hell am I supposed to do?
You need to make a jump.
Jump?
Yeah. To another world. Another history.
I can't.
You didn't just guess that Dio set the bombs, did you? You knew it. Because you remembered it happening in another history, didn't you?
Yeah. I did, but that's, I mean...
You just have to do that again.
So you're saying I need to go to another history and get the password out of Dio somehow?
Doesn't have to be another one. It could be this one. Just go back to the past and question him. Then again, if you do that, you might end up changing things so you don't end up here. That would mean you couldn't deactivate the bombs in this history. So you have to come back to this exact moment, or...
Ah! Damn it! This is so confusing!
Well, don't think about it then. We don't have time anyway. Just jump.
Okay, okay. I get it. See you later, then. Are you insane? You're talking about transporting myself across space and time! Also, why should I have to do everything? Can't you jump too?
My jumps happen suddenly, out of the blue. I can't control them.
Neither can I!
That's a problem. Alright, consider this. Maybe we've already jumped from another history to this one, but our memories of that history got damaged or something. We forgot most of what happened in that other timeline. If we can remember even a little bit, though. Anyway, it's just a hypothesis.
Are you saying I might know it already? And I just have to try and remember it?
Yeah. I feel like we know. So? Anything? We need the bomb password. Do you remember hearing it in another timeline?
I stared down at the input device. Password. Password. The bomb password. Actually, I did remember it. I had heard it. Brain blast! This is the bomb 3 password. L X Q L H C N M R.
Good job.
Yay! Oop. I clicked outside of it. On accident.
It worked.
Whew! I sighed and wiped what felt like a bucket's worth of sweat from my forehead.
So, you knew the password after all. Interesting.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh, that's so long! Yeah, I guess I did.
You heard it in another history?
Yeah.
Just what happened in that other timeline? Never mind. We don't have time for that. How much longer?
18 minutes.
Good. We've still got time. Come on, let's go. We've still got 2 more. The number 2 bomb is next on the list.
So we're heading to the control room?
Right. No time to waste. Oh, and don't forget the input device.
That would be bad. And then she was gone. I hurriedly disconnected the device from the bomb and chased after her. We still don't know where the 0 bomb is. Yeah, I assumed that, but I wasn't sure. Control room.
You got it?
Yeah, right here.
Hook it up.
Right. Done.
Okay. Hurry it up. Plug in the password.
Done. Hey! What the hell?
Calm down. You probably just typed it in wrong.
No way. I'm sure I did it right.
Try it again.
Yeah, nothing. That password's no good.
Then it's different.
Oh.
All 3 bombs use different passwords.
Gotcha. Yeah, looks like it.
Shit!
Fi slammed her foot against the locker, her face uncharacteristically twisted by anger and frustration.
This is bad. What the hell are we gonna do? Try and remember it. Did you see or hear anything in another history that could be a password? A different password?
You mean, like, a different history from the other one I remembered?
Yeah. You figured it out there. You just can't remember it very well right now. Remember what happened with the last bomb? This one is just like that.
Another history. Another history. The password. Do I know what it is? Can I remember it? I have to. Brain blast! Sorry. E Q D D Y R N T K.
Damn, this is crazy. So you did know it.
Sure. Yeah, guess so.
Don't scare me like that, alright?
Come on, it's not like I was hiding it. I just couldn't remember it at first. Then it just kind of floated up. Or maybe it drifted down?
Whatever. Point is, we disarmed the thing. Amazing.
You sure don't sound very amazed.
Okay. That just leaves us with the last bomb. It's
in the garden.
Right. Let's go take care of it while you're on a roll with these things.
Ugh. You make it sound so easy. If you move each letter forward 1... Oh! That's fun. That's really fun.
Well, don't just stand there. Let's go!
It's, what, a shift cipher? She spun around and was gone. I gripped the input device tightly and headed off after her. Caesar cipher is a very specific one. So I don't think it's a Caesar cipher. Okay, so, bomb 0. LXA, QNS, GDQ. Game's done quick! M, Y, B, R, M, no. O, S, T, G, H, D, E, Q, R. My brother, 1. B, Q, Z, R, G, J, D, X, R. C, R, A, Q, R, S, G, Crash, J, K, E, X, Y, R, my brother, Crash Keys, two, F, R, E, E, Z S O U Free Z Soul. And then 3 is, yeah, LQ or LXQ LHC NMR. Crash keys. MY R M I D O N S. Myrmidons. Cool. My brother, Crash. I don't get crash keys. Did I screw that one up? That's super. That is super cool. Crash keys is in Zero Time Dilemma. I see. Okay. Are the two-headed lion devouring the sun, is that, do those have similar things? So we've got the GTF DML016. But I don't know what they mean yet. H U G hug E N M. Hug and M. Okay. M N I J L M. It's not the same code system? God damn it. L F W Q M J. Damn. What I can say is that you've seen a singular string of letters and numbers as the first lock. Huh. Don't know what to make of that. I gripped the input device tightly and headed after her. Okay.
Finally. The last one.
I might finish after this then.
How many minutes left?
9. Less than 10.
It's okay. We can still make it. Just stay calm, all right? You have the input device?
Yeah. There we go. Connected.
Okay. Go.
Go? About to hit a lock anyway since you don't know where the zero bomb is. Yeah.
We've done this twice already. Do you really need a third pep talk?
You want me to remember another password, right?
Exactly. What else would I be talking about?
But
Don't sweat it. You did great the last 2 times. I'm sure this one will be a cakewalk. 3rd time's the charm, right?
that's not really how that's used. I'm just worried that lightning's not gonna strike twice or thrice in this case, I guess.
No, I think mine still works. There's nothing to suggest the 1st and 2nd times aren't charmed too.
I guess so.
Whatever. Just do it. You're the only person who can.
What about you? You can jump to other worlds too, right?
Yeah, but I can't remember things as well as you, alright? I'm doing the best I can, but either I haven't seen the stuff you have, or I just can't remember it. Maybe we've been going to different worlds. Anyway.
Yeah. I'll give it a shot.
I'm counting on you.
The password. The password. The password. Remember. Remember, Sigma. Come on, lightning can strike twice, or even 3 times. You can do it! You did it before, you did it twice before. This is nothing. You're a champ, Ion. Come on, Siggy, you can do this. Pull open the door to your memories. Brain Blast! Alright. B, Q, Z, R, G, J, D, X, R. Woo! Yeah! Suck on that, Dio, you arrogant son of a bitch! Girl win! Ah, feels good. I haven't felt this satisfied in ages. It's like my whole brain is just swimming in dolphins. Wowza. I feel like it's about to melt and dribble out my ears. This is, without a doubt, what heaven feels like. Honestly, I feel like I could fly right now. Hell, I almost wish there was another bomb so I could feel this again. Isn't this great? Vi? Hey, what's going on? You're really harshing the vibe here. Would it really kill you to smile? We just saved everybody. Oh, also not that I need it or anything, but it sure would be nice to get a thank you or something. Oh, thank you, Sigma! You're the greatest! You're so awesome! I'll dress up in that swimsuit for you, just like I promised! I mean, just the swimsuit thing would be fine, really, but... Are you even listening to me?
I am. You said you wished there was another bomb, right?
Well, I mean, I don't really.
I hope you're happy. You're going to get your wish.
What?
I remembered something too. Just a glimpse. We must have confronted Dio about the bombs. I'm not sure how, but we got him to tell us about them.
Exactly. I've planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3. But there's also one more. Bomb number 0.
I felt a cold shiver run down my spine. Suddenly, I remembered it too. I'd heard Dio say those very words in the Floor B warehouse. No! No way!
Looks like you remember it too.
Yeah!
How much time do we have?
Not enough. 4 minutes! Shit! We only got 4 minutes left!
Well, hurry up! We need to get to the 0 bomb.
Right! I yanked the input device out of the bomb and turned to chase after. What are you just standing there for? Go! Show me where the bomb is!
What? Are you telling me you don't know where it is? You have got to be kidding me.
How the hell would I know where the bomb is? Oh shit, you don't know? She bit her lip and nodded. Damn it. What the hell are we supposed to do now? We can't deactivate the bomb if we don't know where the damn thing is. Guess we figure it out down here.
Calm down. Just calm down. You need to think, Sigma. There has to be a clue somewhere. Pretend you're Dio. You need to hide the bomb. Where would you hide something important?
Hide something important.
Right.
Hide. If I was Dio, where would I hide? Ah! To be continued. Damn. 2 endings left. It's exciting. Where's the zero bomb? Huh?
There's no one here.
That computer's been turned on.
Yeah, maybe Dio and Kay did that.
What the hell is this? Okay, I'm gonna be done here. Yeah, I'm actually gonna save right here and be done. 'Cause it's been a good amount of time. I am content with finishing there. I wanted to make it so that we start where we need to stop. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Yeah, we'll be finishing this up next, well, Friday for me, Saturday for you. Very exciting, very exciting. And then AI the Somnium Files. I guess I have to get some software set up for OBS so that you can join me properly. That'll be fun. Yeah, that's what I got. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is super great. I'm very excited to see how this game ends. And goodbye. Love you. Mwah. Etc.